everyone, hope you all having a great day. So we are on to our next run. This is picking up in Massachusetts and going to Kansas. We had about a 75-mile deadhead for a 1,608-mile run, and this is going to be 6 pieces at roughly 3,000 pounds. This is a temperature validated run, and it's a temperature range of 17 to 23 Celsius with a set point of 20 Celsius. So yeah, we've already made pickup. Like I said in the last video, we went to a service center while we were waiting on FedEx to work out the final details of this run. We were able to catch up on a little bit of sleep, and then they came through on the run. So we went and made the pickup, and now we're off to Kansas. So don't expect to run into any problems, and the weather looks pretty good so far. So let's get on the road and burn up some miles. We'll catch up with you a little bit later. Hello everybody, what's going on? So where do I start? Another little setback, but hey, we're going to work through it like we always do. After we made our delivery in Kansas, we were pre-dispatched to pick up in Colorado. And I'll talk about the run on the next vlog because it doesn't pick up till Monday. Yeah, so after we delivered, we went to Colorado. We went ahead and did the deadhead. It was about 500 miles. And we got over there and decided to go ahead and get a hotel for the weekend so we can just get out of the truck and relax a little bit. We got a hotel, a really nice hotel, and we were there for Friday and Saturday. Kind of relaxed and sat around Friday and Saturday. I'd done some editing, different things like that. And Sunday I decided to go ahead and go get the generator serviced. I knew that where our run was taking us, we were probably going to be sitting for a day or two waiting on our next run, and the generator was due for service. So figured why not while I've got the free time, and I'll get that taken care of. So I hopped in the truck, Don stayed at the hotel, and I ran over to Speedco, which was only about 7 miles from where we were staying at the hotel. And when I got to Speedco, there was no one there, and I went right in, and they were right on the generator, and they had me done in like 40 minutes. I mean, it was probably the fastest service I've ever received. And after they got done with the generator, the guy was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have you pull out. You can come in, settle up, and you'll be on your way. So I get ready to pull out of the bay, and the truck won't start. I tried and I tried, no go. So yeah, I kind of figured what it was. I was automatically thinking it was the starter because I had power, everything was lighting up. So I was thinking it was the starter, just wasn't sure. Called the owner real quick, and we started running through every scenario possible. He was thinking the same thing. And other trucks that I've been in the past, you know, you were able to get down there and hit the starter a few times and it would usually kick in. We were hoping to get it started. That way I could run over and pick up a new starter and then go and have it put on. But unfortunately, Speedco would not allow me down in the pit to hit the starter. So one of their mechanics was nice enough to go down there and hit it a few times for me. Still wouldn't start. So at this point, we didn't quite know what to do. We were trying to run through every scenario possible. The owner was like, okay, let's go ahead and call the breakdown line, see if we can't get Road Squad over here to bypass the solenoid and jumpstart the truck. So I go to do that. I'm on the phone forever. We finally get it all set up. The manager comes over and tells me that they will not allow anyone inside of the bay to work on the truck. So I understand their policies. I understand companies have insurance regulations and all of this. We were not asking for permission for them to come in and actually work and fix the truck in the bay. All we were looking for is the ability to get it started and get moving so we can go get it fixed. We also quite didn't understand why Love's just couldn't come over and do this. I mean, Love's owns Speedco now, so we didn't know why one of their trucks couldn't run over and, you know, try to jump it off by bypassing the solenoid. But they would not allow it. So needless to say, there was quite a bit of tension. There were quite a bit of going back and forth, and we didn't really know what to do because, I mean, what am I going to do? I'm stuck in their bay and there's no way for me to get out, and they won't allow anyone to work on it. So needless to say, long story short, after sitting there for many, many hours blocking their bay, we did finally get a tow truck. The tow truck was not going to be able to show up for a few hours. And since they would not allow anyone in the bay, the only option that we had was for one of their mechanics to go under and drop the drive shaft so we could be towed out. So that is what they did at Speedco. They had one of their guys go down there, drop the drive shaft, and put it in the back of the truck for me. While we were waiting on the tow truck, they did go ahead and come up with the idea of using the Love's pickup truck to just pull us out of the bay. So that way it'll be easier for the tow truck driver, which, I mean, it goes back to what I was saying a minute ago. You know, you're giving me all this rigmarole of, you know, and all this that you won't allow anyone in the bay to even just jumpstart us and try to get us going, but you'll go as far as hooking up to us and towing us out with the pickup truck. It was just a lot of confusing and a lot of miscommunication, and I don't think the manager at Speedco handled it very well. That's just my opinion, but we were there for many, many hours. And needless to say, the owner was very hesitant about it. I did have enough air in the truck to hit the brakes and control the brakes at least. So we did use the tow hooks, and we hooked up to the Love's truck, and they were able to pull us out. So once we got outside of the bay, we then had to wait a little bit longer, probably about another hour, and then the tow truck showed up. So let me back up a little bit. I forgot one part of the story. While I was in Speedco and I was by myself, we were going to buy a starter from Freightliner. So I had to call Don. Don had to take an Uber from the hotel all the way out to Freightliner, buy the starter, and then come to Speedco where I was. Oh, we just got a message. So once we had the starter, we had to do that because we were picking up the next morning. We didn't want to lose our run. Freightliner closed at 5 o'clock, so we pretty much had no option but to run over there, buy that, and then get to TA so they could put it on for us. So we did get over to TA. Like I said, they knew we were coming. They pulled us right into a bay. Took TA probably 3.5 hours or so to get the starter put on. Needless to say, we're sitting around TA twiddling our thumbs. So much for enjoying the relaxing last day in the hotel. But hey, the owner through this whole entire situation, I tell you what, people, it makes a huge difference whenever you work for someone who actually cares and does everything in their power to take care of the situation and what's going on. The fleet owner that we work for has always been good to us, and this was no exception. He even offered to pay for our hotel bill because we couldn't enjoy the room, which I was not going to do that. I mean, just he did everything absolutely possible in his ability, you know, to take care of the situation, and I could not be happier. I mean, both of the guys that own this company are absolutely wonderful to work with, and it makes a big difference whenever you have someone that actually cares. So yeah, we sat around TA, we got everything done. We finally settled up about 12:30 at night, local time there in Denver, and then we went to the hotel, got a couple hours of sleep, and then we were up at 6 a.m. to pack up and head out for our next run. So needless to say, it was a little bit of a setback, but we did get through it. We worked through it. We were still able to make our pickup for the next morning. We were able to keep our run and not miss out on any money. So like I said, it was a little bit of a setback, but we worked through it, and we are moving again. So guys, that is what happened to us. That was our exciting weekend. Other than that, I guess we are back on a normal schedule, so hopefully we don't experience no more breakdowns or anything. You know, the bottom line is it is a machine. Machinery breaks. Things happen. Nothing is going to run perfect all the time, and all you can do is just fix it and move on. It's just one of those things. It's part of trucking. It's part of the trucking life. Nothing goes perfect 100% of the time, and you're going to have these setbacks, but you just got to work through it the best you can. And that's what we did. We were able to get it all taken care of in one day and still make our run pick up for the next day. So I'm happy that we didn't lose the run. We didn't lose the revenue, and we're still moving. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. We really do appreciate it. As always, keep those wheels a turning the best you can. And until our next video, take care, everyone.